What's up, deckheads? Welcome back to MTG with me. It's the Gainswalker. Today we're going to be doing some midweek magic, and this one looks pretty interesting. It is Historic Brawl. It wants me to build a 100-card Brawl deck using any cards in MTGA, and this is a commander deck. This is a 100-card deck, any cards in MTGA, led by your favorite legendary creature or planeswalker. I don't know if it's going to make me pick one card, you know, not like have four of anything or any doubles of anything, but we'll find out. It says led by your favorite legendary creature or planeswalker, so we're going to give it a shot. Let's go to, I guess, decks and see if it lets us filter, just to see if it has like a commander slot for the legendary or anything like that. And I don't see... Oh, I guess Historic Brawl. Oh yeah, it does have a commander slot. Awesome. That's so cool. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And let's get into it. I mean, I have a lot of cards on MTGA. I haven't hit that point. I have some friends that have hit that point when they're playing that the game is actually asking them to delete cards that they're not using to make room and space in their collection, I guess I'll say. So commander has to be legendary, and your deck has to be colors of the legendary card. So I am just going to scroll through and see. I think the multicolor is better because it gives you a wider deck to play with, like wider range, but we will certainly look and see. We want cards that add benefit to everything in the deck. So like nothing jumps out immediately. Like if I did Mila, I wouldn't be able to play Luca. I think I can pick a planeswalker as a commander, but I don't think you could play the flip side of this. When you play it from your command zone, maybe you can. I don't know. Comment if you know the answer to this. I'm not going to build it around this just because I don't know if I can do that, so it doesn't make sense for me to do that. Halvar, that would be cool. Make like an equipment deck. Creatures you control that are enchanted or equipped have double strike, and then just build a bunch of enchantment equip, that kind of stuff. That would be cool. At the beginning of each combat, you may attach target aura or equipment to target creature you control. So just make a whole bunch of enchantments and equipments. Mono white definitely could do that. That's a solid one. All right. Elspeth would be cool. The only thing with that is it's 5-drop, and I'm just guessing people have a lot of removal. So I don't want to pick something with too high of a CMC. The old Elish Norn would be amazing. Other creatures get -2/-2. All your creatures get +2/+2. Except for Elish Norn here. That could be useful. That is a very strong dinosaur, but also not good to build around because, I mean, it's one thing for a card to be good, and it's another thing for it to be a good commander. Like Rona right here. That would make a really good commander. You could play it turn 2, have a whole bunch of legendaries in your deck, and just get a whole bunch of draw discard, kind of stuff like that, which is exactly what blue likes to do. And you could transform it, right? So then you can get a lot of value from that. I mean, I'm already into blue. I don't have that many legendaries. Jace had a low CMC. Probably could play Jace, but what about Thassa? At the beginning of your end step, you blink something, so that's cool. Bumpable tap other creatures. That's very useful. This Disciple of the Drowned, that is very useful. Spells can't be countered, so if somebody has like a counter deck in Commander, they're just useless. Well, I guess they could counter your Commander. Like I said in previous videos, I have a Commander deck. but I've never really played Commander to that extent. So, I mean, I think the most I played Commander was at college, and that wasn't like crazy or anything. But nowadays, everybody at the shops are playing Commander. So, like when I first started, I built like a Timmy Naya deck, a 60 card, but I didn't have 4 of things. I just had like 1 of, and that was right when Commander came out, like came to be. And everybody's like, "Oh man, you should play Commander because like it looks like you're already doing that." And I'm like, "This wasn't by choice. I only had enough stuff to throw it into this to make a 60 card deck, and it was a stretch. That was not ideal." Now Terror Grid, that was a very interesting card to play. 4-5 minutes. Whenever an opponent sacks a non-token permanent or discards a permanent card, put that card from the graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. So if you did a mono black deck and you just made people sacrifice stuff, that's what the deck does. Like that's what mono black does. You could make a really awesome deck around her. I mean, 5-drop ain't too bad. The new Sheldred, yeah. I mean, especially because the graveyards are going to get huge. Right? You've got, I think it's 40 life total, and you're going to have a lot of creatures in there, and so like this Sheldred as a commander could really sway the game. Brask, just do mono red beat down. Like you could do an easy red deck wins with Brask as a 4/4. First strike. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, deals 1 damage and add a... Oh, that's so dirty. What is this? 3 damage to target opponent and each creature they control. Create 3 treasure tokens. Cool. Until end of turn, you may cast instant sorcery spells from your graveyard, and if it'd be put in a graveyard, exile instead. You still need the mana to play that, so that's a little bit different. You could probably still make it good. Chandra, love that card, but CMC might be a little bit too high to do something with. Morog, extra combat phase, right? Whenever land enters battlefield under control, if it's your main phase, there's an additional combat phase after this. At the beginning of combat, untap all creatures. That's solid. Inferno of the Star Mounts. This was so fun to play. In Standard, I did, I guess it's not a legendary, but Goldspan. So you have Goldspan out, and you get a bunch of treasure tokens, and there was like a treasure vault was one of the lands where you tap sack, you get treasure tokens, and you could use those to play high CMC cards early. It's kind of like something that I'm doing now. And I think that was around when I had the Halvar deck. That was cool. This would be an awesome commander. Whenever you attack with 5 or more soldiers, creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain flying until end of turn. That's so good. You know what I mean? Like, and it's for 2. He's a 3/2 for 2 that does amazing things. So like, I don't know if I have that many soldiers, but that's an option. Yorian Sky. I hated playing this card. Did you hate this card? Don't tell me you played this card. I'm upset with you. If you played this card, I hated that. All they do is like blink their Oblivion rings and all that stuff, and just ETBs for days. You know what I mean? Akiri. Whenever you attack a player with 1 or more equipped creatures, draw a card. That could be very useful. Oh, Nahiri. Oh, it's been a while since I had her in a deck. Create a 1/1. Attach equipment you control to it. Look at the top 6 cards. Get an equipment or a warrior. Ooh, maybe I make like a warrior deck. That could be cool. Hey, actually, if I made a warrior deck, Ryu, 4-drop, 4/4 first strike, samurai or warrior control attacks alone, untap it. You've seen me do that in like so many standard ranked matches, so that could be useful. Oh, Winota, 4-drop, 4/4. This one was disgusting. All right, so whenever 1 or more non-human creatures you control attack, look at the top 6, put a human down. I believe tapped and attacking. Yeah. It gains indestructible until end of turn, put the rest. That could be very useful. I don't know if that should be the commander, though. I kind of like Nahiri being the commander. That would be cool. I mean, we could do Zakama. But do you really want to spend 9 mana for a 9/9? Like, the counter, and now it's 11. Like, no, that's... I mean, if I remember correctly, if you do enough damage with your commander, then that's considered lethal in commander games. So that would be cool there, but that's 9 mana. At that point, that's so late game that I don't know if that's worth it. Boros is pretty much my obvious choice here. We want something to do with equipment. So Akiri makes sense. Right, 3-drop, 3/3. That at very minimum is vanilla. But whenever you attack a player with one or more equipped creatures, draw a card. I like that. And I like the, you may unattach an equipment, give it indestructible. Some way to protect itself. I do kind of want to make a warrior thing, though. So, do I make my commander the 4/4 for 4? When a samurai or warrior control attacks alone, untap it, get another combat. Could make it Nahiri, just so I guarantee myself a 4-drop planeswalker. It fetches equipments, warriors, that's very useful. And there's certainly a lot less destroy target planeswalker than there are destroy target creature. Ultimate Nahiri deals damage to target creature or planeswalker to twice the number of warriors and equipment. Now that might make it a step above. Ooh, you know what? If there is another ability to win off of your commander, then I shouldn't do Nahiri. I should either do Ryu or Akiri. Ryu would be 4-drop, 4/4, swing in there if I find a way to give him flying, double strike. If I find a way to give him double strike, that's commander damage right there. Like, easy. So, pretty limited on making the deck, but I did go with Ryu's Storm's Edge as far as my commander. I think this is going to be great for the Boros equipment deck that I'm building. It took a while. I just started clicking away at like, oh, that'd be cool, that'd be cool, that'd be cool, and I was like 66 cards over 100, so that took me a while to whittle that down, but I did. Alright, so my non-creatures says 27. That's really 24 because 3 of those are also lands. So that's why you'll see my lands here at 37, because those could be played as lands if I need them. So I still technically have 40 lands. I would really say that this is 24. And then I've got 35 other. So it's, I mean, it's good for what it is. I certainly think it's worth it. And then, let's see. So I've got 99 here. And then the 1 commander. But I think it's pretty solid. So the CMC average is 2.8. Which, that's pretty freaking good, I must say. I think the land fixing is good. I had a lot of dualies, is what I call them. And then some utility, Evolving Wilds, Blast Zone, Treasure Vault. Those are all cool. And with the whole fling, getting, beefing up creatures and swinging with them, the fling and the fury and all that stuff's really good. Fireblade, Charger, and Cacophony Scamp kind of do the same thing when they die. They deal damage equal to their power to any target, and this is what, any target? Yeah. So when you do that, when you fling them, the fling ability goes, deal damage, but then their ability also goes and deals damage. And as part of playing the spell, as the additional cast to cost, this spell sack a creature. And I think that says it for Fury as well. Yes. So because it's an additional cost to cast the spell, you can counter it, that's fine, but it still let me sack the creature to deal damage. So as far as like a block sack, that kind of stuff, even if you were to block normally, it'll deal damage, but it helps you spread it out, control the board state, and if you find a way to give them lifelink, you can gain some life that way. Let's jump into it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Fairly new channel, free-to-play player. Those that have been watching, I do appreciate you, and I hope you're having a good day. Let's jump into it. Here we go. Ooh. I have not played Commander on MTGA. Pretty sure I've never played Commander. I've only played Commander, but so many times. Oh, it tells me outright their Commander choice. Does it show me if I click on it? Yes. If a creature dying causes the triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, does it again. Creature tokens have vigilance and lifelink. Okay, so Orzhov creature tokens, lifelink kind of thing. I'm just gonna keep this and hope to draw a land, I guess, because I mean it's pretty good. Just need to look for another plains. Guardian of New Benali out pretty early. I like that. I'll play Borrow Blade, equip it to her, get a 3/3 going across. Oh, their life total was only 25. I thought it was 40. Nice, we drew a third land. I guess I'll do Adeline just to get tokens out. Really want to build up a board state before my opponent gets a chance to. It's 3 damage either way, so I mean I can always add the equipment later. If I don't draw a land, I'll do Borrow Blade, and then next turn I'll do a Kiri so I can draw off of that and try to get that land. That would be important. They got that third land. What are they gonna play? Probably removal, if I had to guess. Especially with what color choice they're using. Dean of Radiance, 2-drop, 1/1. Flying Vigilance, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature that entered the battlefield under your control this turn. So they're setting up what they're about to do. Okay. Oh! Okay, so Emberclave is flash, and it costs 1 less for each creature that attack. So when I swing with all 3 of these, it's actually going to be 4, and I'm going to be able to play Emberclave for 2. That being said, I'm just going to swing out, see if my opponent declares any blockers. We're still on, if you look over here, you always want to look at that, make sure that you didn't skip a phase. We're on declare attacks. Are they going to declare any blocks? We're on a blocks now. They did not. They passed it back. We're going to Emberclave now. Give it to Adeline. 5/5 double strike. Good game. Good game. They're down to 8, and we're going to throw 1 more equipment out there just to make it easy. We got lucky with that Emberclave. That was a good play. Player commander? Maybe? Selfless Savior? Cool. They're not going to play their commander now, but they can use that. Ooh, sacking it to get rid of Emberclave. Ooh, good move. Emberclave, equip 3. I mean, either way, we would have been able to equip it if they didn't get rid of it. Probably not going to swing with the 1/1. Yeah. Did not get our land. I'm going to play a Kiri now and just kind of like build up. Don't have enough to equip it, but we will next turn, and then we can start drawing, try to get those land drops. They've had enough. So that would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They would have had 3 left, and they could maybe for 4 mana remove 1 thing. And let's see, are these a best of 3? No. Looks like that's it. We got our first win. Hey, there you go. And what's the card? Protect the Negotiators, 2-drop with a kicker. If spell was kicked, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. Counter target spell unless its controller plays 1 for each creature you control. That's really good. If you have like an Azurius creature tokens kind of thing going on. Oh, and that wasn't even our card. That was just like our weekly thing. Alright, so the card we got was Guardian of New Benalia. Nice. Did I have 4 of those? Actually, I don't think I did, so that's cool. Alright, we'll run it back. I like this, but I could have sworn it was 40. That might be Two-Headed Giant, but I don't know. Uh-oh. Geist of St. Traft. Oh, this card is disgusting. Let me show you. Alright, so it's a 3-drop hexproof. Whenever it attacks, create a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying that's tapped and attacking. Exile it at the end of combat, but it is just annoying to deal with that 4/4 flyer coming over the top. So, yikes. We did get Emberclave, which is cool. We have Guardian of New Benalia and Rayev Mastersmith. So we'll play Guardian. We'll protect her with what we draw. We'll use Rayev and all that glitters to beef up Benalia, give her double strike, and get her in there. So we'll keep that. These are both kind of inter-tapped, though, so we gotta hope that we draw a land. Hey, we did. Excellent. Alright, so Benalia is out. They're gonna get Geist out turn 3. So we have got to move. We don't have a 3-drop, so we will play a 2-drop. Put Rayev out there and get ready to do some double strike action with Benalia. That being said, they're going to swing on turn 4 for a 4/4. I'm going to try to get rid of that 1/1. Oh no! Rayev loses the double strike thing. Alright, well that stinks. But at least we're getting in there for 2. He's still a blocker. It's not completely useless. They didn't draw land, so they just threw it? Oh, okay. I mean, we had another land. We were going to play Ryu out, and then... I mean, either way, Ryu is disgusting, so... Hard to tell how that would have gone out. But I guess that's just how it is with Commander. You really want to make sure you get your land drops. And what card did we get here? We got a Surge Hacker Mech. 4-drop, 5/5. And then it's a vehicle, though, so you need to crew it for 4. ETB deals damage equal to twice the number of vehicles you control to creature or planeswalker. So, not amazing, but still pretty good. Moving on. Game 3. And Frodo Sorin's Bane, this is the one that's Orzhov. It's a 2-drop, but it, I don't know if that means that you could, because it's regular CMC cost says just white, but in the colors here it says Orzhov. So I'm guessing at any point, even an ability on the card, it's got multiple colors. Maybe you could use those colors. We got 3 lands here. This is great. 2 creatures and some other stuff we're going to keep. This one enters tapped. And Beat Stick isn't equipped too. So we'll scry 1 just to kind of get that out of the way. Sure, we'll keep that. Proto's Bane early out. 2/2 haste, 2/2 trample, and 1/1 double strike. Let's get the 2/2. Next turn we'll do Skyclave on it if we can. I think if they transform them, yeah, 2/3 lifelink, they'll probably do that. Tenacious Underdog. Okay, so that's going to be a pass. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start swinging and draw just to get ahead of the game here. Sweet, we got an Evolving Wilds. We'll use that to get a land next turn. We can play Beat Stick and Mary Esquire of Rohan. I'm hoping that they swing here so that I have an open field to swing into, and that way I can use Jor, Kaedin, and Mary Esquire to draw multiple cards. Ah, they exiled him. He gone. And now it's going to be really hard to equip. That equip for cost is steep. Enters tapped. Might as well do the Evolving Wilds, get that out of there. Let's get a Plains. Did it work? There we go. Why not? Let's get Esquire out. Beat Stick out. We've got equipment. And I know they're going to have lifelink and that kind of thing going on. But I want to make sure I'm putting out as much as I can each turn to try to get value here. Swing for 5, gain 2. Ooh, they're holding back. Okay. Ooh. We got Facebreaker. So we can do Facebreaker and Beat Stick and kind of like do a really cool thing. Also got Double Strike. Alright, well let's do this. We're going to maximize our draw. We're going to build the board state and set up draw. Any removal for 2 doesn't look like it. Swinging through. I believe that means I get to draw, right? Oh, it has to attack with another legendary. Never mind. Oh, we did get a treasure token though, so that'll help speed this along. Almost as good as drawing land. They've got 4 mana. Make that 5. 5 cards in hand. Pretty even board state here. Their lifelink is going to make it hard to chip away. Swing with a 2/3 lifelink again. Sure. Not going to stop that. No blocks. Alright, so they've got a ring temp 1. If they get to ring temp 4, Alright, so whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game if the ring has tempted you 4 or more times this game. Otherwise, the ring tempts you. So that seems to be what their strategy is. I am going to... I guess I could put up Boromir. I think it might be better to do Facebreaker. Let's do Esquire. And now I'm going to get 2 treasure tokens. I'm going to put out Ryu. Next turn, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add Maul of the Skyclaves to Ryu. And I'll get combat damage in and do that multiple times. Actually, what I could do is give it to Blade Master, who has Double Strike, and just make a massive amount of treasure tokens and sack those tokens to increase board state. But then I become susceptible to a board wipe, and that's maybe not the smartest thing to do. You gonna swing on that? I don't think you will. Yeah. Alright, Shatter Skull Smashing. We might want to hold on to that. Let's do... I guess... I could equip it to Ryu and do 6-12, or I could do 6 total... Yeah, let's do Ryu. Let's see if they do anything. If they have removal, they will play it here. Yikes. He's gonna get exiled. Instant speed removal here.
People must contend with me.
Okay, yeah, he gone. Move commander to command zone. Yes, I don't want him to go away. Alright. Can play him again next turn. It makes it a little spicy. 3-2 first strike. If I attack the Emperor, then they're just going to... Well, they can't block with one. They need both. That's kind of cool. And does this say Planeswalker? Ooh, it's player battle. Thanks. Okay. Well, we're gonna do that. They're not gonna double block. They're just gonna lose the Emperor. Good play by them, honestly. They would have been some hot water if Ryu just rocked them like that.
I'm never done for good.
I think I'm gonna hold on to Shatter Skull in case Frodo finds a way to hit me again. That way I'll just get rid of him. They've had enough. I guess they didn't draw the removal, because I could have easily just kept sliding past that. I had 6 open mana ready to use, so I guess I would just play Ryu and have Ryu on the board state and just kind of control it that way. That would probably be the best thing to do for that, I would say. And let's see, what did we get for the mystery cosmetic? We got, oh, another reward. Blossom Prancer 5.44 Reach. ETB, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature or enchantment card from among them and put them in your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. If you didn't put a card in your hand, gain 4 life. I mean, there's some value to that, but nobody's playing that card. And let's claim. Our mystery cosmetic is... Oh, we got a cool new sleeve here. Not something I would use, but it's neat. And that's it. These midweek magics, they only really give you 3 games to try to, or not 3 chances, but 3 wins is really as much as you can get out of it. But that was fun. I enjoyed making a commander deck. Like I said, that's not something that I normally do. But maybe I'll start to play more of that. There's also another set coming out, I think the 27th of this month, with a bunch of commander cards. So I'll have to check that out too. Maybe do some unboxings. I do appreciate you watching. As always, watch these games, get those gains, and walk those planes. Until next time, deckheads. Keep it easy.